back to another What If today. Now, I know you're like, whoa, why aren't you continuing the decay? Well, that ain't really doing good. I know some people liked it, a lot of people did, yeah, but completely new idea. Completely new. I don't think anyone has done this before. This is going to take religion about Lord Jashin and Nine Tails. It's going to be an interesting story, guys. This part will probably be 34 minutes long, and I'm working on a Discord group with a friend, so so yeah. Okay, sorry. Without further ado, let's just get into the what if. So, we see a young boy. He was probably by the age of 4. Yeah, let's say the age of 4. He, ran away from a group of people. These people were villagers. As obviously, Kaguzu and Hidan. Let's say they were out to get a mission because they needed money for their Akatsuki. I'm pretty sure Hidan joined after Kakashi, but let's roll with this 4, okay? I'm kind of messing around with the timeline a bit. Okay, so we see as Naruto, he is running away as fast as possible. As he's in this corner, he's scared. He doesn't know what to do. As he sees a huge mob of people. As Hidan's interested in what these people are doing. So he goes over to see. So he sees a young boy being attacked by the mob. So Hidan, he doesn't pay too much. So he goes. Being a Akatsuki member and all. But he will soon, this soon will make sense. So, we skip an hour of them just being down on Naruto. Naruto is limping, as then he sees 2 men, as Kakuzu is just wondering what happened to this boy, because he's limping, as he asks, what happened to you? As Naruto says, a huge mob attacked me for an hour. As Kakuzu was like, oh. As Naruto then asked, will you train me to become strong to protect myself, to get revenge on the villagers? He's mad. Kakuzu obviously says, I got stuff to do, kid. Hidan then thinks of his perfect opportunity to make him follow Lord Jashin. Now, Jashinism is a real thing. I'll follow the true, I'll follow Naruto logic more of Jashin than real life, but whatever. So, Hidan then says, have you ever heard of Jashin, kid? Naruto says no, and he's still panting like, but no, he has not. As Hidan said, well, let me enlighten you. Lord Jashin is this being that helps control your bloodlust and makes you immortal if you worship him greatly. As Naruto's interested. So he asked, how do I worship him? As Hidan then said, well, kid, to worship him, you have to kill a certain amount of people and draw a symbol and wear this necklace. Then as he shows in the Lord Jashin symbols, and then you kill enough people and pray to Lord Jashin, you will be strong. No one can kill you. I will teach you more about this along the way. Come along. As we're going to do a 2-year time skip. He's by the age of 6 now. As the problem with Hidan is he doesn't know any jutsus. Kakuzu does, though. And he has all the affinities. So let's say he was dragged into helping Naruto. As Hidan said, I will give you half the cut of my money. As Kakuzu agreed. His money. As Naruto was being taught by both of them. Here's since Sarutobi actually wondered where Naruto was. So did the villagers. He couldn't sense him because of the chakra surrounding him. It was like no one could see him. And then we just see Naruto. He is wearing a black. He's wearing a black, a long sleeve black T-shirt. Black shinobi pants and black shinobi sandals. As black is actually, let's have some red in there because I really like the black and red color. He had red shinobi sandals and just the full black outfit because black actually hides blood. If you didn't know, that's why if you're going to attack someone, do it near something that's like if you have black carpet, then kill someone on your carpet. Now, obviously don't do this because this is against law, but you're going to just set that out there. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. Wait, no, I'm not even monetized. Don't age restrict me, YouTube. Let's hope they don't age restrict me. Well, let's continue. As Naruto would be looking at Hidan, as Hidan would say, well, Naruto, you've greatly improved. As Naruto then said, I have, haven't I? Kakuzu then says, also, you have indeed, Naruto, as he's grown liking Naruto. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, sorry. Just stabbed myself by accident. Well, Hidan then said, we need some live testing dummies. So you need to kill about 20 to 30 people. As Naruto thought, 30 was the perfect amount. Tomorrow would be his birthday. And when 30 people come running at him, he'll kill them. And this is his weapon. If you're like a 6-year-old killing people, well, obviously, he's a really good trained kid. So, yeah. Naruto has a sword with little barbed wire. Not barbed wire, little spikes at the points where it's dull. So if you hit someone from any direction, like if you hit them, if you were to accidentally, you could swing the sword and it still get some blood. You could still cut through, you could still side swipe the sword and you'd get blood. So, yeah. You don't need to worry about not getting blood. As Naruto could also throw it. Like he on Scythe, but it was a sword. And then the Nine-Tails Fox is actually, since Naruto was bringing Lord Jashin into his life, let's say Lord Jashin and the fox have been talking. Since Jashin's a god, and the Nine Tails is a pretty good Bijou. Actually, what's your favorite Bijou? Type in the comments. What's your favorite Bijou? Mine is between two, but I'm not saying that. So, we see as it's tomorrow. Naruto is running. As they're like, get back here, demon brat. As actually, there's one more person. So he could test out his ritual on them. His full black ritual. Where he has a black body and white lines going through him. He would be able to try that with the 31st person. As Naruto goes in the alleyway, as he then swings his sword, as they try to, dodge it, but it got a pretty good gash on them. Naruto then brought it back, as he started to draw the line, because it got a really good gash on him, blood was flowing. Naruto also cut himself a couple times to release blood to do this ritual. As then, they saw as this ritual was going on. Naruto had to kill 30 people, and then he could test it out on the 31st. He threw his sword. It's gashing through them all. As these were all civilians, there's a ginormous holes through them. It was a straight line of human dead bodies. There's only one remaining. As Naruto said a quick prayer, as he said, Lord Jashin, accept these offerings. You could then see as, Naruto's body started to become black with white strips. As the 31st person tried to run, but then he threw it. He threw his sword as it cut his cheek, as he couldn't move. Naruto then said, I got a little cut off at you before this. There's blood that was going to your legs, numbing your legs so you couldn't run. And now I got a sample of your blood as he licks off the spike that he licks all the blood off the spike. As the civilian could feel connection with the brat. See, what is this? Naruto then grabs his sword as he jams it right in the stomach. As Naruto started to laugh evilly. As the guy was screaming. He was screaming so loud the whole village could heard. And then you could hear laughter after laughter. Naruto was laughing as he got revenge. As he could control this, he was just happy. He's happy he got revenged. As he then twisted and turned it in his own stomach. As the civilian was crying out in pain. Jashin was surprised that this kid, a mere 6-year-old, would be this intent on killing. He talked with Kurama, as we go to them, as nothing's really happening in the world right now, other than Naruto laughing. It's kind of paused. So, Kurama, Lord Jashin says, "Hello, Jashin. As we're gonna say, they knew each other. You know, because they've been talking for a while. Joshing says, This killing is immense for a 6-year-old. Naruto has gone through a lot. I'm not doing the Kurama voice. You're just going to have to, this is Kurama talking. You're just going to have to, as you saw what they were doing to him, they hunted him down every birthday he had. As Joshi knew this. So, well, he now knew that. We go back to Naruto. As he senses some chakra, as he's like, damn it, why did people have to come so soon? He runs off. As he he puts the sword back on his back. As it's like hovering over his back, he's using chakra. As he has phenomenal chakra control. I wonder what he's going to be like at the age of 12. That's going to be twice his age right now, and he's already this much of a killing machine. Imagine that. As the Kyuubi laughed inside Naruto's head, as he's a natural born killer. Joshin agrees. As Joshin says, this is a lot of sacrifices in just one day. More sacrifices. The better. As Naruto went back to Hidan and Kakazu, as Kakazu was surprised Naruto was already back, Naruto said, Anbu, we're coming. Hidan then said, how many did you kill? 31. 30, then I activated my power. Lord Joshin gave it. Then I killed the 31st with Lord Joshin's power. As Hidan was, in the background saying, that's a good job. Sometimes, cursing and saying that's a good job, Curse. I don't want to say that. I might get age restricted. Who wants that? Not me. So, Kakazu was like, this is interesting. This is an interesting boy. As they don't know he has the 9 tails. And I don't even think their goal was to get the tailed beast until they were ready and stable. So, sure they were looking for them and all that, but we shall do a flashback. We go to the ceiling of the 9 tails. As no one knew who it was. Who got the 9 tail sealed inside of them? Toby didn't even know. They would have to find the right boy. As this could be anyone in the leaf. Who's going to be a Genin in the next 60 years. So Kakazu just was thinking that how good of an asset this boy could be. And get a lot of money. As we do a 6-year time skip. Hidan and Kakazu had to leave by the age of 8, so Naruto kept on following his ways. As Joshin's never seen so many dead bodies. Dead corpse. As human, of course. Can't do animal. As 500... Well, no. If he killed 30 in a day... 360... Let's say he killed around... 1,000... 1,000... They are civilians. He killed 1,000 civilians. In 6 years. And you're like, that's not that much. Well, yes, but he also had to keep it down low so they wouldn't get suspicious of the one kid. That Hidan was wondering what's happening with Naruto. So he then just looks in his crystal orb as he sees Naruto in Naruto's classroom. And the tests are today, as Naruto had two elements. He's working on the two more, but he has earth and fire right now, and he's working on water and lightning. Because he has like one lightning jutsu and one water jutsu ready, and like 3 fire and 3 stone. So yeah, as it was Naruto's turn. As Naruto acted all serious ever since they saw him, he was so serious. They then Ruka then said, "Okay, Naruto, first show us the clone jutsu." Naruto said, "Kage no Bunshin. Shadow Clone Jutsu," as he summoned 2 clones right beside him. Ruka is impressed as he then says, "Okay, show me the transformation jutsu." All the clones do hand signs and say, "Transformation jutsu." As it looked like an S-rank shinobi. It looked like Kakazu from the bingo book. As Iruka fell out of his chair. He's like, "What?" As it looks so much like in detail, like Naruto's seen him in person. As Iruka then said, "Okay, substitution jutsu." So he throws 3 kunai. As Naruto substitute the 2 chairs with his 2 clones, and Iruka with the dull knife. Wait, no, he substituted him with Iruka, and he grabbed the dull knife really fast. As Iruka then said, "Any jutsu you want to show off?" Naruto said 1. As they go outside, as Naruto said, "Well, this is going to be a big one." He then says, "Fire style. Fire, flame dragon bomb." As he shoots out a ginormous blue flame. This is why it took him so many years to get down 3 jutsus. Because he was working with blue flames. Hotter. As everyone could feel the intensity of the flames. As Ruka said, "Okay, Naruto, stop." As Naruto did. As Iruka said, "Okay." He then says, "Rookie of the Year, Naruto Uzumaki." As Sasuke was the first time he talked in many years. As he said, "What? I'm an Uchiha elite, I should be number 1. Naruto then said, "Well, you didn't make it, Sasuke. Obviously, we can do a battle for it, but we could use anything." As Sasuke said, "Sure, I will beat you." Naruto then walked over to his side. Iruka said, "Don't badly injure the person too bad. Don't badly injure the person. Otherwise, go!" As they rush at each other. Sasuke being slower than Naruto by a lot. Naruto then said, "This is easy. I won't show off Lord Jashin's power because that's a waste of his time. Lord Jashin, I can't sacrifice this person, but the next will be sacrificed." He then stabs Sasuke's arm with this metal pole. And then he took it out, as Sasuke couldn't use that arm. anymore. It was just a limp. As Aruka saw, as there was a hole in Sasuke's arm. Not a big one, like a small circular one. Probably the size of what could I use as an example? Okay, probably the size of I don't know. But yeah, it was a small little hole. As you couldn't use that arm anymore. It punctured through the bone. Naruto said, "Which I thought you could beat me, Sasuke." As the fan guards started to boo, so did no, the boys didn't boo, but they were like, okay. As Sasuke said, "I still can." He then did a spinning kick. Naruto then said, "Is this all you got?" Earth style. As Ruko was like, "What?" Earth style. Double execution. As he goes underground. Sasuke's like, "What?" Naruto then pulls him underground as all you can see is Sasuke's head. Naruto said, "Okay, Sasuke, if you're true elite, get up. And don't bother using your arms because they're worthless." I got stabbed through the other one too. You have about, 30 minutes before you bleed out. I suggest you give up, Sasuke. Sasuke was like, "How'd this dope beat me? I'm an Uchiha elite." He then jumps out of the ground as he's so angry. He unlocked the one-to-mo Sharingan. As Aruka's like, "What?" As Sasuke ran, as he saw stuff in slow motion, Naruto was like, "The one-to-mo Sharingan." The one-to-mo. He must be weak. As he then backed up, as he said, "Lightning style. Electric purification." As he slams the ground. As Sasuke can't move his legs. Every time he tried, he got shocked so bad. As he was just standing there. As he then looked down, very slowly so it wouldn't shock him. He looked as there was lightning chakra all throughout the ground and some up his leg. As what lightning style purification does is it electrifies the ground and it targets the user. And it's trying to connect to make whole. As Sasuke can't even move, as Aruka saw this too. As Aruka said, "Okay, that's enough. Naruto is the winner." Naruto then said, "Well, it was chosen to be that fate." As an Anbu then came down. As it said, "Hiruzen Sarutobi has requested Naruto's presence immediately." As Naruto says, "Okay," as he body flickers, like nothing even happened. He goes in the office as he said, "Yes, old man, what do you need?" He says, "Naruto, can you please take a seat?" Naruto said, "Yes, but there's 4 Anbu on the roof and 1 behind the bookshelf." As Naruto then threw kunai, as it stabbed the person's chest through the bookshelf, as 4 Anbu jumped down with swords to his neck. They're like, "Hokage-sama, permission to execute." Hokage said, "No, wait." As he opened the bookshelf, as there shouldn't be like a peephole or anything. As he took off the mask, as it was Root, as he said, "Danto, Anbu, leave." As Naruto couldn't sense them anymore. Hiruzen's like, "What did you do, Naruto? You're Genin. And you're acting like you're Jonin." Naruto said, "Well, you have to survive in this ninja world. If you don't survive, then you can't live. But, yeah, I practice a lot." Hiruzen's like, "This man should be on his own team. He's super strong, and And Uchiha with one to most Sharingan couldn't even beat him. Oh gosh, imagine if he was a Sharingan user. As Naruto then said, well, is that what you need, Hiruzen? I'm sure they're calling the teams by now. As Hiruzen said, yes, you may go. So Naruto placed the headband back on his neck. As we see that Sasuke was fully healed. All the fangirls were nearby the hospital. As Naruto was walking, Sakura then saw Naruto as she said, Aka! As she tried punching him. Naruto then pulled out his sword that was on his back. Suddenly appeared. Genjutsu. As Iruka saw the sword, but he didn't mention it. It wasn't a really high Genjutsu, as he's not really good with them. As Sakura's her hand hit his sword. As it started to bleed. So Naruto said, well, Sakura, you know what they say, never trust your opponent. Always think there's secrets. Now, as he says, summoning jutsu, as he turns into a bunch of ravens. As the ravens are like dead animal, like you're dead. They're not... Did I say ravens? Yeah, ravens. You see 3 of them, someone's going to die today. Just to let you know. So, that's where I'm going to be ending off today, folks. It was 32 minutes long. I hope you enjoy. And if you do, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. See you all next time. Like goal 10 likes we can do. And let's do 2 comments. All I am asking is 2 comments. That's it. Now, peace.